ready for some snacks. Let's work in our journals. There she is in all her glory. Getting fatter every week. But you know, by filming these episodes, it also kind of holds me accountable to keep working in this baby. Going to add 2 books underneath. We're going to work on a page all the way in the back of the book. I wanted to challenge myself to work on this strange little page. The annoying thing is it keeps flopping up, so I think I'll have to keep it down with some washi tape. Or maybe this will work. Ah, that's perfect. Okay. So I was going through some of my ephemera, and I have some digitals here from my cabinet cards. So I have the back sides of cabinet cards, as you can see, and I actually printed them in small and in large. I will link those for you below. They are from my own shop. And I also have front sides. I don't have very many left here. I have several pages. And I think I want to use her. Obviously, you can use any photos you might have. You can probably notice that she's not looking very happy, and I'm pretty sure I know the reason, which is because she's missing a crown.
That's right, brother.
I'm not sure I have any person or creature in here with a crown yet in this journal.
What is the matter with you?
I happen to have this random scrap laying on my desk, and I thought, well, that would be a perfect crown. I mean, obviously I'm going to cut it, but I think it would look really cool as a crown with this gold splattering here. So I'm going to mark the width of her head. I want this to be a high crown, so like I want this to look really whimsical and crazy. So let's just cut this. And now let's just cut some spikes, because until now I've always been making the crowns with my gold foil, but you can make the crown with anything you have. Now we need to curve that bottom a little bit, because otherwise it looks very strange. Yeah, I think this should do something like that. Oh yeah, I think it really suits her. I'm not sure if I should cut the background off or not. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this white background. Yeah, I have a feeling I should cut it off so that I am more flexible with what I can do with her. Okay, so now we can glue on the crown. I want it a little wonky. She's still not looking very happy. Maybe we need to give her something else. And since we have crowned her and made her into a queen, we need to give her a name. So how about Queen Margaret Fun Junk Journal? I think that really suits her, don't you think? And as a queen, I think she needs to look a little bit more royal. You know how they always have like these very high collars in the back to stand up? I found this feather, and I think this could work. Like this could look like a collar, you know what I mean? I think that could give us the illusion. If you don't have a feather, you could try it with a piece of fabric or cheesecloth or tulle or whatever you might have. Could ruffle it up a little bit in the back. That would look really cute. So I only need a part of this. Let's glue that on. I already feel like this page is getting a life of its own. You know, you make one decision, you know, one thing leads to the next, and before you know it, you have a whole story going on your page without even planning it. What did I just name her? Margaret, Queen Margaret von Junk Journal. So what else does Queen Margaret need? I think queens a lot of times have scepters in their hands, right? Well, maybe we can find something that could symbolize a scepter. I have all these cutouts. Most of these are from this book, Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. I will link this for you below. It's super fun to work with. So we just need something long and thin that could symbolize a scepter. Skyscraper, maybe? That would be funny, actually. Okay, I'm definitely keeping that one in mind. An Egyptian statue. That would also kind of be cool, although it's a bit dark. Maybe a mushroom. This one's probably a bit small. Yeah, that one's too small. Ooh, there's some big ones. Oh, if I cut this one, I'm specifically liking this large one. Or the small one? No, I think it would need to be the large one. I love that. Yep, I think that's better than the skyscraper. Let's see. I mean, the skyscraper is also really cool. Now, but I think I'm going to go with the mushrooms. I'm going to cut this out and then we'll see what that looks like. Okay, I zoomed you in a little bit. I think that's easier for you to see. Now, this totally looks like a scepter, doesn't it? I love it. Oh, yeah. She looks very royal. Love that. I think that needs some distressing around the sides. So I'm now using my walnut stain. Thank you so much for all of you who had suggested that I try this one. I'm loving it. I love this much more now than the vintage photo because it's not as red. Like the vintage photo has kind of a reddish orangish tone in it. And this doesn't. This one looks more like coffee. So I think we can glue this down right away. Like that. Then I think we need some jewelry or something. You know, she's definitely got jewels, right? So maybe we can start by adding some of these rhinestones on her crown. Problem is I cannot curve it. That would look weird if it's straight like this. I would have to cut them all individually. Okay, so that looks better. So she has a bejeweled crown now. And Queen Margaret von Junk Journal is known to have a big heart. So we need to symbolize that somehow. I found these hearts. I think the smallest one, that's a bit too small, right? Nah, I don't like this. And then we have these three, which are huge and ridiculous. But, you know, she has a huge heart, so we need to symbolize that somehow. No, this one is not really coming out. And then we have this green one, neon one, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So is this one. I kind of want to go for this one because it's just so absurd. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just having fun with this page. You could cut one out of some cardstock or something. This is of course great for a journal that's already way too bulky. And then I think her scepter also needs some jewels, right? I believe scepters have jewels on them. So maybe we can find something else here. These are like tiny, almost leaf-shaped ones. I think these are perfect for the stem of the scepter. A bit fiddly to attach. Does it need something on top? Maybe a star? Oh, there's one. This is a white one. I think I would want a different color. But now it kind of looks more like a magic wand. Well, who says that our queen can't have a magic wand? Isn't it interesting how one piece can just change the whole thing? I'm trying to see if there's another color. I did find this drop-like shape. Maybe this will look more like a scepter jewel on the tip there. That definitely looks more like a scepter and less like a magic wand. So I'm going to just glue those down. I also decided to add 3 more of those here. So I think she is plenty bejeweled now. So now I need to figure out how to make a worthy background. Okay, let's move Queen Margaret von Junk Journal for a moment. I still have some of this paper left from my Defemorember. So I'm trying to cut this into the same shape. Let's add some Wild Honey Distress ink. I don't want the white. That's not bad. I'm wondering if I should smoosh some as well. Maybe we should try that. Just remembered I have the same color in the Distress stain, so I can just put this here. Maybe add a little bit of water. I could do the same, of course, with the ink. That is very yellow. Okay, let me dry that. So this is super yellow. So I wonder if I just rub some of this directly onto it, that it will maybe become a little bit darker. Because I think if I do the same thing with this one, it will also turn into this yellow. That's weird that it changes the color so much and you liquefy it. That is now very grungy. That's totally fine. Now we can glue this in here. So I was looking through these cutouts again, and I was trying to think what else I could use on here, because this is still, of course, very boring. And I thought, what if our Queen Margaret von Junk Journal is actually just having a weird dream, and she's in real life, she's not a queen at all, but in her dreams, she is the Queen of Junk Journals. And maybe this is just me dreaming of being the Queen of Junk Journals. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on in her dreams. It's very psychedelic. I'm not sure I'm loving this background. Maybe if we cover some more of it up. I love Las Vegas. I've been there how many times? I don't know. 6, 7 times maybe. I'm a lucky girl, I know. It is such a crazy place, which is why I think this fits so well here. Because when I'm in Las Vegas, I have the feeling, even if I would come across a dinosaur walking along on the street, it wouldn't surprise me, because everything there is just so bizarre. Ooh, there's a butterfly. How did that happen? Can we add the butterfly? I would love to also add her title somewhere, like her name. Will that fit down here? I have a scrap of coffee dyed paper here. I could cut this. And then let me see if I can make her name fit. Okay, so that will fit. I need to ink around that with my walnut stain. And I think I also need to ink around this whole piece here. So I will disassemble it, ink it up, and then glue it all on again. And I think this calls for splatters, but not gold splatters, because there wouldn't be enough contrast. I think this requires black splatters.
Really?
Let's make sure to cover up some parts, like her eyes and the falcon's eye. Don't want any splatters in there, and maybe also the fox's eyes. Everything else is fair game. I have some pretty thick black. Oops. Oops, nope, that's not what I want.
Oh no!
Oh, that went right on the butterfly. No!
Oh man!
Look, we completely covered that butterfly. I want small drops. Let's be a little more gentle now. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I can't leave this here. This really bugs me. Thankfully, I was able to find another blue butterfly, and I'm going to stick that right over. So we have 2 butterflies.
Yeah!
Even better. I like the blue triangle we have going on here. So what I'm trying to convey with this page of Queen Margaret von Junk Journal is that you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to approach your junk journal having to have the idea of a complete page, because I think that can be super daunting. Come to your craft desk, pick up your junk journal, pick up something around you that sparks your interest, that sparks joy. Take that one piece and see where it takes you. Don't think you need to have it all figured out in the beginning. I had no idea where this was going to lead me, but I had so much fun working on this because one thing just led to the other.
Mwah! Mwah!